Welcome. There are things designed to capture our attention, to keep us distracted about what's going on around us, somehow avoiding our reality. Or at the end, you can even feel guilt for not doing what you think you should do to have a good life. And the fact of receiving intermittent rewards for a certain amount of time will make you lose the ability to focus deeply on something that requires it. The human mind is so complex and wonderful, so it must be properly used to control it and make it work the way we want. And currently we have a lot of information in our hands, so it is almost impossible not realizing about what's happening on the other side of the world. So most people who use social media constantly are not aware of the time they spend, or what they are exactly consuming. And when it comes to algorithms, people are constantly changing the context, focusing for 20 seconds on something and then switch to another thing completely different, so your brain will have enough time to process this information. And this is the reason why after spending so much time on social media, at the end of the day you feel overwhelmed or stressed. Because your brain is about to blow, and it makes it worse if you go to bed and take your phone with you. Keep it away from your bed. It is even better if you put it on the other side of the room. You must take care of your own mind and learn things that are really making you a good change in your life, not only temporary things you forget in 5 seconds. Yes, I understand that can be so exciting to see people fighting on Twitter, making fun about life or things about. But how is that going to help you in some way? I'm not saying that you should be a hermit and live in the forest or something. Just be careful with the things you put in your mind. Remember that everything you learn goes directly to your subconscious. That is going to determine your habits, and your habits, your life. The internet has been useful for those who want to succeed with their skills, knowledge, and creativity, but a nightmare for those who are dissatisfied with their life they're living, constantly comparing their lifestyle, which is unhealthy. And this is not your fault. We all are victims of this issue, especially during quarantine. So if you spend so much time on social media, you will drain all your energy. That's also another reason why you feel so tired after scrolling and scrolling. And by creating false expectations of what life should be like, the normal things of reality, or this state of neutrality, will begin to seem less exciting, even depressing. Our brain needs an inactive amount of time to process all the information that is being collected, but also a rest from all stimulation. That's why we sleep or meditate in silence. And honestly, something that's destroying your attention capacity, going from one video of pictures to another in a very short amount of time. This constant stimulation is making you less tolerant to frustration and stress, because in your stimulated mind, you're always having this fake motivation. When you are in the state of constant temporary pleasure, where you never feel bored or focus on something important, you never allow your brain to save and process these things that it's receiving. Social media can be useful for wonderful things, but people don't use it for what they were originally created for, communicate, but rather to distance themselves from real life. When you see a notification on your phone, your brain is like, oh wow, that's exciting, I want more. So it's never enough. Every time you're receiving this boost of fake dopamine, you want more likes, more friends, more retweets, views. And believe me, the only thing you're losing in this lifestyle is yourself. Another thing I noticed is how superficial and materialistic social media is. 1 or 8,000 notifications do not compare to having a deep and real conversation where you think and meditate on something to reach a conclusion. Of course, people are real, but let's be honest, and each person only shows their perfect side. The side they know will be approved by other users, and this creates a false confidence in themselves, making them think that strangers really care about them because they left a comment of reaction. But the reality is that they are gradually creating a version of themselves that does not exist, pulling them apart from what really matters. They want to convince us to always look perfect, forgetting what we are, humans. To become one more of them, because if you know what society expects you to be, you will not be accepted, or they will make you think that you are not worthy of respect. I know this is so sad, but most people treat you by the way they see you physically. And honestly, it's devastating, because they make us think that only the superficial is what really matters, when it's not like that. We are not computers who look and act the same, and there is beauty in the genuine reality of things. Thank you so much for watching.